Hi everyone, it's Gina from For the Love of Paper, and I thought I'd just bring you along and kind of show you what I do to put a spine together and then prepare my signatures. My papers are already picked, so I thought I'd just start this process and show you what I do here. This is just an old book. I took the inside out. And I'm just going to prepare it to put it back together. People do this in all different ways, really. There's no particular way. I'm just right now peeling some stuff that's loose. That won't make a difference. So you just really want to start by cleaning it up a little bit. And then let me see here. You just really want to pick away any hard pieces that might feel lumpy. Whenever you are like putting it back together. So move that all off to the side. I think that's good. And what I use is, let me see if I can get it. It's this brown tape. The spine itself is fine. It's going to be reinforced with this tape. It's from Amazon, and I'm going to put fabric over it. So it's going to not have any issues once it's put back together. Some people put a piece of board in there. I sometimes think till you put the fabric and everything on there, it's just sturdy and you're just adding more bulk, really. So this is how I do it. So the biggest part is that you want to make sure you're going over the sides a little bit because you want it to be seamless. I don't know if you can see the brand there for this tape. And I find that this works just fine. Put one more. It's probably too long. The biggest thing you have to be careful with when you are tipping this is this paper, this end paper. If it hits adhesive and you want to try and pull it back, it's pulling that paper back too, given how old it is. It's definitely going to try and take that with it. So you just want to make sure you are sure what you're doing before you put it down. Okay. Then I have this tool, which is from Amazon. I don't really know its brand or anything, but you just really want to smooth it out in there. And then this is the piece of fabric that I pulled. I'm thinking I may want some different paper back there before I put this down. And I might even take some off of it, so it's not quite as wide. Maybe to that orange stripe right there, but let's first find some paper. So these are my 3 signatures. Brown, green, and orange. I like to use a piece of scrapbook paper with it. Let me see. I'm just grabbing some scrapbook paper. I have something similar to that pulled. Maybe it's more neutral. Is that too clashy? Too many squares. Okay. I did like this one back here. This one. I think maybe that one. Let's see. And that'll look okay together. All right. So I want them in panels. I don't want it to go the whole way across. So I just need to make 2 of the same size. And like I said, that fabric will be there, so there's going to be a little grace with that. So let's start with this one. Found this on the floor, the cutter part, so is that in there? No. There it is. I think that'll be good for one, and I know this is going to be too short, so I'll just go ahead and mark the other one. Meaning too short if I cut into 2. If I cut it into 2 panels in half, it'd be too short, so. So we have these 2. And then I need to have it, that really matches the color well too. To about here. Oops. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to not judge that very well. Okay, let's see how these work. I'm going to take this pencil off. I know the eraser on that pencil that fell on the floor is just going to make a mark. It's really old. So then we'll have 2 panels like that and like that, and then this is going to go like that. And because this is cotton, I'm going to go ahead and take some of that away. That, and that's gonna work well. Okay, save this, your extras, because that could be a topper on a tag or anything. The same with this, could be a bookmark or tabs. Always save your pieces. All right, so I'm also thinking this end is frayed, so I'm going to want to cut the opposite end down here. I do like it to stick out a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit. So we'll go to that line. And that should be good. All right, so I'm going to glue all this down. Start with these panels. And Scotch Create, what is that? Glue stick is fine. I think this works well for fabric, and the glue works well for fabric and paper. It just depends what you're doing. So this panel is gonna go here. Just want to line it up. Okay, and then we'll do the other panel. This big magazine book my Graham got, and I was like, you can order stuff out of there for your shop. Do you know how much you have to buy in order for that to work? So it's going to be a glue book. I actually think I want this to come over a little bit. All right. And then this. It's going to go here. And I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac for this just to be sure it's down. And I just lost that magazine. I need to put it somewhere else. Okay. So this is just Fabri-Tac. Very expensive glue, yes, and it stinks terribly, but it does what it needs to do. I don't think it always works the best where I am because of the weather. It can be pretty thick and not stream very well. So I just use this like makeup brush from the Dollar Tree and then smooth it out so there's no bumps. There's a big string in from there. And we'll put this on. You want it to be as even as you can. Because there's lines on there, that helps a little bit. But it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I just make sure that that inside is down. And then I come back in and do the sides. Okay, let's see where this is at. Another reason I like this glue is because it's forgiving. When you, like, there's that line right there that I overshot. So actually it rubs off. Just keep rubbing it. It will come off. Kind of like, what was that glue we used in school? Well, I used in art school. Just like balled up. That's basically what I was trying to say. There we go. Once it's glued down, it usually stops its major fraying. And the other good thing about this makeup brush is it just peels right off once it's dry. There we go. So that's one side. Oops. And then we'll do this side. Oh my goodness. I've just lost you, flipped you all the way to the ceiling. Sorry. It must be loose. Let's hope that don't happen again. Yes, she's loose for some reason. I'm not sure why. Well, hopefully you don't swing around like that again. All right. There's that side. There we go. I should have made sure that was definitely the top. It is. So we're safe with that. You can always come back in and do touch-ups, but into the lid to this. All right. So that's basically how I do a cover. Very easy. Okay. Then I have the 3 signatures that I've already picked papers for, but they need to be cut down. So I'll probably do green, brown, orange. I want to start with orange. Start with orange, then do brown, and then do green. Yeah, like that. So this is the orange signature. I have this piece picked out. So scrapbook paper. This is from like a bookend paper book. This is from that Forest Friends paper book that I got from Barnes and Nobles. That's just old vintage paper, ledger, dictionary, tea-dyed, book page, more book pages. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. Another book page. And then this is going to be inside of the signature. So what I need to do is cut all of these to fit. I think cutter fold. That's going to be the inside of the signature. I need to see how much these are going to need cut down. So it's in its height, but I need to tear. So let's do right to the end of the text. I'm just going to tear that off. So then that's good. That's good. This one is a little taller, so I'll take this end off. And that puts that in. Just thinking. It's just a little bit. What I might do is actually use the deco edge to cut that. So just add some edging to it. So we're at these 3. This one. Just gonna tear off here. I might fold this one. Well, maybe I'll tear it. It's not enough to really fold, actually. There we go. There's that one. This one. Change it this way. Fold it like that, and then fold this back. So that's gonna fit in. Okay, this one, I like the top, but I'm gonna tear some off this side. So then that should be okay. I want to let that one go just because it could be pretty close. This is fine. That's fine. This one may just be a little bit, but we'll see. Same with that one. This one's definitely going to need cut. So let's do it about here. Fold this one back too. So go there. And then like that. So that one, and then this is the scrapbook paper one. So I'm thinking I have a good inch coming off the end of that. I'm kind of deciding if I want to make this a pocket. That's huge, right? All right. Let me start by taking however much that is off. And then we'll go. And you want to go a little bit shorter, maybe to there. I might have to trim a little bit off the end of that, but that's pretty good. And then we're going to fold this up, maybe to just past that white line or just to that white line. Okay, so this, now it's in there, and I need to cut off. Let's try that. Oops. I lost the thing again. I don't know why it's not staying in there. I can't say I would recommend this cutter, to be honest. There we go. And let's see. I need to trim a little bit more on that. I don't even think it was straight, to be honest. All right, so that should fit everything in theory. Let me make sure it's still good since we flipped around. Yep. Okay. Considering this one of the signatures, that definitely is going to go in the middle. book page. You can really stack this however you want to. Let's do this one. Maybe I want this one first. Like that. Like that. And like that. So even though I didn't cut those other ones, they're just sticking out a tiniest little bit. I really don't mind that texture coming out the end. So if I do all the same, all three the same, it will have a little bit of texture on the end there, and then these will have pockets here. Before I would sew it in, I would collage this. That would also make this flatter. Collage that, then glue the pockets up. So then this would be signature number 1, which essentially would be the front when you open it up. And I'm going to do the exact same for the other 2. Again, I don't mind those pieces being different variations. This one is questionable. That one might be too much whenever I get them all in there, but for now I'm just going to let it the way it is. I'm going to do the next 2 the same, and then I'll come back. So I'm just going to pause you while I go through these, and then I'll show you. Same process. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm going to put this last one in its order, and then I'll show you. I did the same process for all of them. Essentially, I think I want this page here. Maybe that one. I'm trying to see what all I have here. Another book page. Line paper. I think that one's okay. I'll do this one. This one. This one. Let's do it that way. This. And then put this one back this direction. Maybe here. And that should be good. So it goes orange, brown, green. And you can see there from the top. Now it looks like if I push that one in, I could probably, some of these, fold them a little differently. So it would be this one, just slightly. So it sticks out a little bit more. They seem to be, for whatever reason, shorter. Where's the inside? There. That's good. This one. Just want to fold this one back a little bit more. Maybe. There we go. Put the center back in there. Here. And what I plan to do with this, why I folded it like that, is put a pocket or something on there. So it will have like an extension on that page. So now we should be good. Thinking if I'm going to change my order a little bit. Go with green instead of orange on orange on orange. We'll go with green, then brown, and then the orange in the back, think I want to start that way. So you can see it's different variation there. This one might have a little few pieces sticking out too far, but I can manage that. But yeah, there we go. So on a quick flip through, knowing that it will be 3 signatures, and there's some collaging to do. This is kind of where we'll start with. Very much in the autumn tones, so you don't necessarily have to have digitals for your pages. Obviously these aren't sewn in, so it's getting a little askew, but still very yummy. I like the decal cut. I don't know why I've never thought to use that before, but there's that one, this one. I love that page. I thought that it would be so much with the kit, the Fall Bounty Kit by Junk Journal Studio, that I wanted to leave the pages somewhat like with the fall theme, but more neutral, if that makes sense. So we're in the middle signature now. I do like these colors. This is going to be collaged over, so I'm not worried about that. It's just a piece of paper from like Hobby Lobby or some Michaels or something. And then the last signature. Let's go in here. I'm definitely not going to sew them on camera. That's dread. It's dread in first place. I'm certainly not doing it on camera because it just can feel very brutal. There we go. I really like this. The colors. Using all different elements, vintage, antique, some newer pieces from those books. All right, so I didn't even count how many were in each, to be honest. I know they're the same number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the middle is 11, essentially for each. So there we go. That's starting to come together. Looking very good. Okay, and then this is going to be the inside. So I think I'm going to stop there. I mean, these are going to be the decorative pieces of ephemera and tags and etc. So I am going to stop here and I'm going to sew these in, and then I'll come back to show more of the processing. But yeah, for now, I think that's good enough. So I hope you enjoyed this. Again, this is going to be another little series for this hardbound journal, and come back and we'll continue this together. Have a great day. Bye.